Hey folks, I'm attorney Roger P. Foley, and just left court and handling a violation of probation. One of the things that most folks don't realize is that when they either receive a new charge or receive a technical violation and they violate their probation, they're facing the exact same number of years or months that they were facing on their original charge. So, for instance, if you're charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine, well, that's 15-year maximum sentence. It's a second-degree felony, and that means if you violate, like you get caught smoking marijuana and you violate with a dirty urine, you're facing 15 years. So this morning, I had a young man. I didn't represent him on the underlying charges, but he was facing 42 years maximum. And he was alleged to have smoked marijuana. He tested positive for marijuana cannabite, how do I pronounce that? Cannabites in his system. The state, now he's never been to prison before, and he's had a couple small charges like possession of marijuana. He's facing a maximum of 42. The state is offering 37, let me see, what did they offer? 37.35 months. Just a little bit over 3 years. Now, I had contacted the probation officer. I had contacted the prosecutor last week. Had a conversation with the prosecutor several times, and at first, the prosecutor was talking 3 years minimum of the guidelines, then coming down to possibly a jail sentence, which is less than a year. Supervisor got involved, went back up to 37 months. So I had to do what's called plea open to the court. And now I have to negotiate with a judge. You can see I'm still sweating a little bit because my client is sitting there facing 42 years, a minimum of 37, unless I can get the judge to come down. Now, usually, a good defense attorney can get the judge to come down on something like this. But on this case, apparently there were some serious facts. The judge was very familiar with the case and I was trying to get him just simply reinstated because he's been sitting in custody for about 28 days. But the judge said, yeah, no way we're doing that. Ultimately, he received 75 days. He's been in custody for right at 34 days, I think is what he has credit for. So the jail will give him 5 to 7 days off credit for each 30 days he's in custody. So if you do 2.5 months, right, 7, then 3, right? So about 17 days. So it's 75 days minus 17, right? So 65, 55, add 3, 58 days. And he's got 34 in, so 44, 54. He's got to do 24 more days in custody. It's not always easy, folks. This doesn't always happen. There's young men, 20 years old, like this client's 21 years old now. And if he violates again, he's going to go to prison. Think about it before you smoke, a little bit of marijuana. It's no big deal. Well, it's a real big deal if you're on probation. So I'm just doing this short video to let you know how important it is. If it's you or your son or your daughter and they're facing, 3 years, 15 years, 42 years, it needs to be ingrained in their mind what the potential penalty is, because some judges aren't forgiving. I could have easily walked in there, tried to negotiate with the judge. She said absolutely no, and my client could have got 3 years to 42 years. So it's serious, guys. When you're on probation, you have to live almost a perfect life, and you just can't commit any crimes. You can't smoke any marijuana. You can't drink alcohol. You can't party. You can't just go wherever you want. You're limited on travel. Think about it. I'm attorney Roger P. Foley. If you have a violation of probation, contact me. I'll do my best to help you out. Thank you.